Hi everyone! So, although we recently did an American Girl unboxing, 42nd American Girl, the 43rd has arrived. You know who she is from the title. I was originally spending a lot of time looking for Cecile. I've been kind of scoping her out since, I don't know, probably like May. I started looking at her a few times a week, and then by like the time June rolled around, I was looking at her every day and like seeing what listings were available. And basically, if you're not familiar with like the story of why I wanted Cecile, okay, so when we first started collecting dolls again in 2011, we weren't super into American Girl, and I think the main thing was that they're so expensive.
And it's not like, see, the thing is, we regularly got tempted by things like Barbie and Bratz because they were in stores and we saw them.
But when it came to American Girl, you could really only buy them online, or if you got lucky, you'd find them at the flea market. But it was pretty much dolls we already had, you know, like Molly, Josephina, Bitty Babies. And we did acquire a few secondhand here and there.
Weird, because we got back into the fashion dolls right all around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the American Girls, well, we did, yes, in 2012 buy some clothes. We weren't really, like she said, that into it until she saw Nellie, and that just, like, everything flipped.
I think some people get confused because I say, like, oh, this doll got me back into dolls. They take it too literally. What I mean is that, obviously, when I got back into collecting, it was because of Disney. And I became more open to the idea of just collecting dolls in general. However, throughout time, there are different dolls that either revive your love for a certain type of doll or create it. Like in the case of Monster High, I didn't grow up with them, but there were dolls that made me want to collect them. And Nellie was what ultimately reignited that fire within us and made us crazy about them.
Yeah, and then we started looking at them more, and then we realized that Ivy, Cecile, and Marie Grace were all being retired for the Be Forever, and Ruthie, I knew there was someone I was missing. We're all getting retired for the Be Forever relaunch that was coming up.
So we basically missed out on pretty much the majority of the best friend era from America.
Yeah, we missed out. It was like a lost era for us. Like, we missed out on...
They came out with Samantha and Nellie and Elizabeth and Felicity when we were kids, but then after that, we stopped like buying them and being into dolls. So basically, as soon as we got back into American Girl heavily, that whole generation was on its way out.
At the time, Ivy and Marie, and I think Ruthie, were still available, and Cecile was already sold out.
She sold out, I want to say, like a month into when they announced they were retiring her.
Yeah, she sold out fast.
I remember seeing the catalog. We still got catalogs even when we weren't collecting dolls because we had just bought so much from them as kids. They would always send us a few catalogs a year. I remember seeing Cecile and Marie Grace when they first were debuted, and I was kind of conflicted because I was really excited that they had another African American historical character.
So exciting.
But I also didn't get the whole like two dolls sharing a collection, and that's ultimately what led to them not selling well. I think if they had just done Cecile, she would have done so much better on her own, but I love Marie Grace.
We love her.
So if she had still been around, I might have bought her just out of like the sheer novelty of, oh well, she's the only other African American character besides Addie, which was my first. But I got Ivy instead because
she'd always wanted Julie.
I wanted Julie.
So, and I think that if Cecile had lingered around for a few more months, I think we would have ended up with Cecile back then. I
ended up liking Marie Grace because nobody else liked her, and I felt so bad that people were mostly buying her for parts, because she has a special head mold and gray eyes, which aren't as common. So it made me take a lot of sympathy on Marie Grace, and then I happened to find her at the flea market in 2017 for $35 or $40.
35.
You can see that video on my channel. And I thought about getting Cecile right around that time because she was so cheap, but instead I started to slowly accumulate clothes for both of them. So I have quite a few things for Cecile already in my collection, and if you watched my last American Girl collection from January of 2018, I even said at the end of that video that the two we were planning on adding were Cecile and Rebecca for calling. Basically, I've wanted her like hardcore for 2 years, but I've liked the idea of Cecile for way longer than that.
I know.
So I got my doll with her accessory set that's brand new, and She wasn't the best deal, but she wasn't the worst deal. She was $125 for the doll and the accessory set, in case you're wondering. I like to say the prices on these just because some people think that when a doll's retired that means they're like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but that's right about what you would pay if you bought one from the store with her accessory set, and that would be before tax and shipping. If you bought directly from American Girl, this included tax and shipping. Saw her and I was like, that's my
This doll has such a beautiful face. She's perfect. I'm so
you're
excited.
gonna open her. Sorry, I just wanted to explain because this is like a really big deal for me.
I know, this is like, I think this is the most like build up to an American Girl we've had since we were kids.
Yes. And also, I have a spot on display that I reserved. So she looks like she's in pretty good shape. The reason why I haven't done a hair curl tutorial yet on my channel is because I wasn't sure if I'd be getting a Cecile who would need all her curls redone, but this one's not, so I can do that tutorial anytime I want now. But I was holding off, like literally, that's how much I planned about this doll. Because I didn't care about getting her in good or bad shape, it was more just making sure she had her whole outfit, because her meat outfit sells for a lot separately. So this is her brand new accessory set. And I'll open this like in here. This is her hat. I really wanted to have her hat.
Oh, wow.
It's gorgeous. I'm not as into like the gloves, so that didn't bother me as much, but I did get them, as you can see here. They're her little gloves. And then I can make necklaces, but I'm happy to have her actual one because Marie Grace has a homemade one. So this is what her necklace looks like.
Oh, this is such a cute
It's so pretty. Kind of reminds me of something I made for
looks kind of like a bit like Emily's holiday necklace, but merged with like Josephina's necklace.
This is really nice. It's like
so
this felty
beautiful.
material that's structured. I just think it really completes her outfit.
It's beautiful.
Okay, and then this is Cecile, but I'm going to pick up the camera to do this. Okay.
Marie's excited.
Ugh, she is shrink wrapped, as you can see, with a little cocoon.
She looks like a mummy.
I know, usually I get them like in their, like they have their original box or an American Girl box.
That's what's nice is that about like I think Caroline was the first we opened on camera.
Yes.
Is we didn't look back on the footage.
I got Jess when I started my channel, but we didn't open her on camera because the day she came, we were with our friend Lisa, and she got her first tattoo, and I just wanted to make sure that like Jess was okay, so I just opened her when Lisa was over. Who's not a doll collector, by the way. She's just kind of like whatever. She doesn't get it, she doesn't like the dolls, but she's like whatever.
Like whatever, my weird friends are opening their dolls. Like, look.
Oh my gosh.
She looks like new. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marie, look, it's your friend.
She's gorgeous.
Together at last.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Cecile.
Hey, oh, her outfit's really
Oh
nice.
my god, she's gorgeous.
Pantaloons.
Oh, they look just like Addie's Be Forever ones and Kirsten's old ones.
They have like really, really good pictures of her too. Her hair is gonna need like a teeny bit of work, like just like a kind of washing and then like a sort of recoiling, but it's like really nice.
I love her eyes.
I don't know the story behind her either. I don't know if she's from a collector or not, like Melody was. So Cecile's best feature are her beautiful hazel eyes. Look at that. And this is like how nice her hair is. It needs a little bit of work. I'm like very particular about American Girl hair. But she's just so beautiful. She's gorgeous. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, wow.
It feels so surreal having her.
Oh, wow. She's so beautiful.
I've gotten like so patient about waiting for things that
Oh my god, her eyes are so pretty. They're even prettier in real life than they are in the pictures.
they had a really good facial close-up of her on the listing.
Wow. You know, as beautiful as I think Melody's face is, I think Cecile's is even prettier.
Yeah, she really rocks the head
Oh my
mold.
god, she's so beautiful. Oh, look at you. I love how the little roses match her hat.
Her outfit's really nice too.
I know. I feel like her
You know,
socks
like,
need to be washed maybe. And definitely
yeah.
the pants, the underwear.
She definitely made me feel like opening an American Girl as a kid. Like that, like blown away.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Because she's even prettier than I thought she would be.
You know, in this level of like muffed hair, I've seen that on like American Girl fresh out of the package.
Yeah, if you took the wig cap off, it would be about this level. Because like you can see, she's got really nice coils.
I know, she's like in beautiful shape. They're so excited to meet. Ooh, look at you, they look so good together.
I'm going to give Cecile like a bath and wash her hair. She's not too dirty, but unlike Melody, she was used a bit more. And
yeah, because her underwear are a bit dirty.
She's also older, so by like just from logic, even if she was from 2014, she'd be 2 years older than Melody. So I'm going to give her a bath and clean up her hair. So Julie's braid was coming out, and Shelly was kind of sick of it anyway. She looks so pretty. Julie gets to hang out with Cecile on the bed because Julie, her hair that was around her earrings were getting stuck and her braid needed to be either redone or just taken out. So Julie got her hair touched up. Not fully redone, but just touched up. Cecile, who is new and gorgeous. Oh, I'll turn her head because I'm afraid to mess up her hair that Shelly just did. Cecile has these beautiful ringlets that Shelly fixed when she got her. I thought I was gonna be like afraid of Cecile's hair, but I actually really like it. She's beautiful. So Cecile, literally, this is the day that Cecile came. And then Marie just had like, there was a curl of hers that Shelly was dissatisfied with the way it came out since she got her like 2 years ago. So Shelly redid that. So these are the outfits I've slowly acquired for the past 2 years for Cecile. Some I got around the time I got Marie Grace and some I got later. So they each have a fancy dress and a fancy coat. Yeah, we got Cecile's fancy dress with Marie's fancy coat, and Cecile's fancy coat with Marie's, what you call it, that green outfit? Yep. Then we have her nightgown. I actually got this from the same seller as Marie Grace's nightgown. And then her parlor outfit. Side note, I know this video is about Cecile, but if you guys have kept up with my channel, you know we recently got Melody too. Very bad, very naughty. Anyways, there was an editing problem with that video. I had actually meant to include footage of me opening her fancy dress, and I had it filmed, and I had a footage of her in it for my Flickr guide, but for some reason, I don't know why I forgot to put it in the video. I didn't watch it back either because I've had a lot of editing to do lately, but this is her fancy dress, and it is like a weird kind of material. People compare it to a tablecloth, but I honestly think it's a lot nicer than that. It's soft, it's not like super stiff, and I mean, we have plenty of like cheaper satin doll clothes that are way ickier feeling. I don't actually mind this. I knew that it was going to be this kind of fabric because I remember not long after Melody came out, when I was kind of still brooding over whether or not I wanted her, I looked at the reviews and people were complaining a lot about this outfit. I can understand why people wouldn't like it, but I personally think it's even prettier in person. This print is gorgeous. I love the print. And I think it's well made, even if the fabric choice isn't the best. It also has the gloves here. This was brand new. It was still sealed in its box. I think someone got it on sale and then sold it on eBay. I think I got it for $18, and that included shipping and stuff, and it's normally $32, so it was like getting on sale. Hi, Julie. And then these are the shoes. Melody has really great shoes. I love her shoes, and she looks like a doll in it. I'll insert a picture. And also, Cecile is in her outfit, her pajama set with Marie Grace. This is the spot that was reserved for her in the cabinet near the Addies, just because they're from a similar time frame, so I thought they'd all look good together. I hope it doesn't come off as like racial segregation, because that's not it at all, because Josephine is up there, but it's just like they have similar clothing.
Well, what happened too is originally all our childhood dolls that we started with fit in these two cabinets.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, we kind of had to kick out people based on whose hair was the least likely to get like messed up.
And since I knew Cecile had ringlets, I wanted to make sure, and dark hair which would attract dust, she was a priority to keep out of the dust. And I have a lot of Samantha dolls, so yes. Okay, so this is Cecile. It's been a while since we opened her, but I did clean her that day, but we've been busy, so I forgot to film the end of this. So this is what her hair looks like. Now you can see all the curls are super defined, and all I did for this, because she still looked pretty nice, just a little messy. I shampooed her and conditioned her, but when I shampooed her, I didn't like massage it. I kind of just squeezed the dish soap into her hair and rinsed it without trying not to like disrupt the curls. And then I loaded her up with conditioner and took a fine-tooth comb and took each individual ringlet and slowly combed it through, and then twisted it to help it reform its shape. And then I rinsed all the conditioner out, and any curls that maybe had like kind of a bit of a fuzzy end, I just took some hot water and combed it through the ends. And then I doused her with a ton of diluted gel, and that's what gives it the really shiny, like perfectly defined look. So yeah, that is Cecile after. I think Marie is very happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and there will be pictures of Cecile on my Flickr eventually, but it takes a while for me to get like the main American Girl photos up. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.